we will be doing plenty of other looking around the place and completing missions that are side parts of the story as well as other parts of the story. But right at this exact point in time, our main mission here is just to get the main missions done, just so we can get our builders up and running and get things a little more organized. So what we're going to do here is create a couple of little diversions. Now we are going to have to be very careful here. As I mentioned before, in these zones you need to be extremely careful what you're doing, because we're dealing with, as you saw there, enemies that are much higher levels than us. So wherever you can, use the surrounding area here as cover. And we can see just here, this is where we are on the map. There's a piece of lore here, which is Scavengers, a tower to the stars. Okay, so just a couple of things about this zone. You just need to be extremely careful what you're doing here. We're dealing with enemies that are way stronger than us. So wherever possible, you need to be extremely technical about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So if you can sit somewhere and take enemies out from far away, absolutely do it. Because all you need to do is take your eye off the ball for 2 seconds, or get Cavalier for 2 seconds, and you're dead. And while it's not too bad for us, because we do have a spawn point close to us, it just gets to be a little bit annoying having to respawn. And the ones that we need to watch out for very specifically are those guys there with the green scythes that we just aggroed just a moment ago. And as you can see there, they don't play by the rules. So they just don't stop. I was only very lucky there that I've invested in a skill to shoot while I'm flying, that I was actually able to take that guy down. So you can see how difficult it would have been if we were just trying to attack in a cavalier fashion. We would have been DED dead very easily. So there's plenty of looting to be done around these areas here, but there are a lot of bombs that are here. And as you would have seen here too, there are a lot of stealth points. So if you actually want to get really, really stealthy, you can do it. All right, so what have we got here? Alright, so far so good. Now, before we go helpful leather for the circular Sawblade, we need to evaluate our surroundings. And we can see right there that there appears to be some kind of boss, a bigger boss, up there. And we've got another one of those green guys. Hanging out over there. So we've got him covered at the moment. He doesn't seem to be wanting to play the game. So we've got cover right now. So we'll just utilize this wherever we can. There's no point stepping out of cover. Just keep an eye on where the enemies are and pick them off. Especially that guy. Because as we saw a moment ago, they are hardcore. Alrighty. Alright, that's one down. Better to be safe than sorry with those guys, I'm telling you right now. It may seem like I was completely taking my time and ginning around there, but it's far better to do that than get nailed a dozen times. Alright, so is there anything here I don't particularly want? Binds. Let's get rid of them. So looks like we're pretty good to come and grab this circular Sawblade. Now, in terms of other things to loot, I can see a silver chest up here, which is great. Okay, we need to free up some space. Acid cleaver. Oh, that looks pretty good. I don't think we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And what we'll do in the interim is we'll equip those gloves, because they're far better than the ones that we've got. So we've now got new gloves, new hat, and also new pants from our recent journey. So that's why I was mentioning before. Don't go crazy creating new weapons. Now just in here as well, we found a wooden chest. Fantastic. Alright, so what I think we'll do now is we'll make our way back into Fawnsong Frontier. We'll check out where that boss was up the top. So it looks like we've mostly cleared out the area here now that we drew those green Scythe bosses away. Now I was hoping that we would find a repair bench down here, because what I would like... Oh, there's another wooden chest. what I would like is to be able to have a fully functioning sword while we attack this boss, if it is indeed a boss. Because I thought I saw something out the corner of my eye back there. So, do we have a repair bench in here? I don't think we do. I think we're out of luck. That's unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. Alright, so in terms of everything else in this little area here, we've got pretty much everything we need. We've already seen that silver chest. Now, what did I... Oh, look at that. He looks like a boss, doesn't he? Scavenger Matron. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and that was helpful, wasn't it? Alrighty. So... Oh, lordy. Okay, so every time he sounded his bugle, he was calling in some more enemies. So we were lucky that we... Oh, nice. We were lucky that we got some early shots in on him. All right, fantastic. And of course, I didn't check if there were any more enemies in here, which we're trying to do right now. One thing you will find from a lot of these camps, enemy encampments, is a lot of scrap metal. And as I've mentioned many times throughout this, you will need scrap metal for the rest of eternity. It's one of those things that you consistently need all the time. So don't ever stop picking it up, or don't pick it up because you don't think you need it. You will. You'll constantly need it. Alright, so we'll go on a bit of an explore up here and see what we can find. It should be daylight soon. We may need some space. I think what I might do is equip those wizard boots and get rid of our fur boots. So now all we need is just a new top, and we've got new everything in terms of our uniform. So again, that's why I was saying what I was saying before. It's no use crafting equipment for ourselves. Got one more little section up here to get to. Alrighty, and up top here. Ooh, frozen core wand. Alright, nice one. Alright, Alright, so what we can do now is just make our way back downstairs. Now there was a little... Yes, I thought there was something down here. Oh, and look at that. Citywall Block. And as you would have heard me mention throughout, we were looking for the material which we can rebuild, with which we can rebuild our home, and that is the material that we're after, Citywall Block. So as you can see here, all of these buildings, all of this structure here, it's all crafted out of Citywall Block. So that's fantastic. We finally got that done. Nope, it was just an alternate entry to get up to the Citywall Block. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we've got some major missions done just there, haven't we? So I believe now that we've got the Citywall Block done, we've also got the hand spindle done, and we've also got the circular Sawblades. I think what we'll get up to now is just make our way back home. We do have that forwarding base still set up over here. We will go and check out Thornhold later on, and we'll also check out some areas over here towards the Flame Sanctum and whatnot. I think we'll leave that spot set up. I think it'll be a good sort of launching point for us to get up here to our final little question mark up north. And what we'll do next, after we've gone home and done all of our building that we need to get done, we'll head on down to Mistbrick Catacombs, which we hadn't done as yet. And that will be our final little mission for the interim. But before we get all that done, we've got a heck of a lot of building we're going to have to do, and I think we might even spend the next couple of episodes actually doing a bit of a rebuild of our base and getting things a little bit set up, just to sort of illustrate what it's like to actually have everything set up nicely and what it's like to actually do some building, because we haven't really done any building as yet. All right, well, that's going to be it for me for this episode. It's been a long one. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sticking with me through it. And we'll see you next time on Glitch Gaming.